Welcome to the Learn English audio.
All right, folks. So you walk into a restaurant and boom, there's your first challenge, getting a table. It sets the tone for the whole experience, right?
Absolutely. The first interaction really does set the tone. And here's the classic question you'll hear as soon as you step in. How many people? It's simple. But if you're new to this, it can feel a bit intimidating.
Oh, totally. I remember when I was in London, my first time ever trying this, and I was nervous, real shaky, and I said, "A table for 20, please."
Wait, 20?
Yes, 20 people. And the staff just stood there blinking like, is there a party we didn't know about?
That's brilliant. I can imagine the chaos. But it's an easy fix. The common response would be something like, "A table for 2, please." Or, "We're 4 people." It's straightforward.
Or, if you're feeling picky, or if it's a lovely day, you can always say, "Can we sit outside?" Just keep it easy and polite, you know?
Right, and from the staff, you may hear responses like "right this way," if they have a table available, or "please wait to be seated," which is very common, especially when it's busy.
Exactly. And listen, don't forget, they're trying to help, even if it feels a little formal sometimes. Just a smile and a calm tone goes a long way.
Good point. Understanding these simple exchanges makes dining out much more enjoyable. It's one less thing to worry about when you're in a new place.
Totally. Okay, now you've got your table. What's next? The menu.
Absolutely, it's so common. And all it takes is a simple, "Can I see the menu, please?" Easy, polite, and it gets the job done.
So simple, but also kind of powerful, right? Like, "Can I see the menu?" Gets you one step closer to food. That's motivation.
Exactly. And depending on where you are, you can add, "Do you have an English menu?" That one's a lifesaver, especially when the local language looks, well, intimidating.
Oh, definitely. And once you've got the menu, here comes the million-dollar question, or questions, like, "What's the special today?" That's such a go-to, isn't it?
It is, and it can be a lot of fun hearing what the staff recommends. But always ask if a dish is spicy, especially if you're not a fan of heat. Trust me on this one.
Oh, story time.
All right, so I was in Paris once, and I saw the chef's special on the menu. I thought, perfect, authentic experience. Well, I asked for it without any questions.
Uh-oh.
And it turned out to be incredibly spicy. I'm not exaggerating. I think the chef might have been competing for a heat record. I had to gulp down half the water on the table.
Oh no, that's a classic case of what's in this. And speaking of food preferences, asking, "Is it vegetarian?" is a solid one too, especially if you've got dietary needs.
Right, it's better to clarify than end up with something surprising or spicy. Just a quick, "Is this dish vegetarian?" or even asking about allergens can save a lot of hassle. Most restaurant staff are more than happy to help.
And that's the thing. They're there to help. So don't be shy. It's better to ask questions up front than regret it later. Menu chats make everything so much smoother. So you've checked out the menu, asked all the right questions, you're ready. Now here we are, the big moment, ordering. This is where it feels a little like you're on stage, right?
That's a fair point. You're speaking to someone who does this all day, and it might feel overwhelming at first, but really it's just about being clear, polite, and precise.
Yeah, and polite doesn't have to mean stiff either. I love phrases like, "I'd like the grilled chicken, please," or "Can I have the pasta with no cheese?" They just sound natural and friendly, don't they?
They do, and it's good to know exactly what you want up front. Say for drinks, you can go with, "Can I have a sparkling water?" Or, "We'll share a jug of lemonade." That clarity keeps it straightforward for everyone.
Totally. Oh, and don't forget, if they recommend something, take them up on it if you're feeling adventurous. But also, keep those backup questions handy, like, "Is this dish spicy?" or "Is it vegetarian?" Saves you a world of trouble.
Indeed, and once the food arrives, you'll often hear, "How is everything?" Now this is your moment to give feedback. Politely, of course. A simple, "It's delicious" goes a long way. Or if it's not quite right, you can say, "It's a bit salty," without being, well, rude.
Oh, and need more napkins? Ask. "Can I get more napkins, please?" Or, "Hey, excuse me, we need another fork." The staff doesn't mind these small things. They'd rather you ask than sit there struggling.
That's true. Teamwork makes the dining dream work. Speaking of, let's talk about paying the bill. This is where those famous New York restaurants come in, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Like there's this iconic diner in Manhattan, and oh my gosh, the staff are total pros, handling dozens of tables without breaking a sweat. And they've got this rhythm, so you feel like a VIP when you simply go, "Can we have the bill, please?"
Or even, "Could you bring the check?" Works just as well. And then it's handy to follow up with something like, "Do you accept card?" or "Do you take cash?" That way, there are no surprises.
Right. And here's the golden rule. If the service was awesome, leave a tip. Seriously. Just adds that extra bit of appreciation.
It does, it's just a lovely way to close out the experience. And on that note,
I think it's time we close this one out too. That's all from us today, folks. Hopefully we've made ordering at a restaurant less intimidating and a lot more fun.
yes indeed. Thanks for joining us, and remember, dining out is all about connecting, both with new food and the people serving it.
And on that note, we'll catch you next time. Happy dining!
Hey there, if you love what you listen, don't forget to hit like button. Please share this video with your friend and family. And don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thanks for listening.